that time of day again. Year again? Month again.
Month. It's that time of thing.
It's that time of thing where I get hooked up to tubes and poles.
And then she becomes a stripper.
What?
Yep. Well, you said tubes and poles, so...
What does tubes have to do with strippers?
You get the tubes tied.
That's just... You can't even be offended by that because that didn't even make sense. I'm gonna go get my second treatment for MS. That means I'm gonna be asleep in a chair while Jay plays a bunch of games.
Oh, yes.
Let's hope traffic is on our side.
Mm-hmm.
Benadryl makes me sleepy. I was playing a video game. MTV Cribs.
So
Okay. So see in the center of that black circle, a tiny red dot? Yeah, that's all that was left behind from my infusion you just saw. That is a sign, my friends, of a really good nurse. So, yeah, I totally forgot to film like an ending or conclusion or just an update of how my whole MS treatment went along. It was a lot smoother than last time. I think that's probably why I forgot. It was so smooth. It was just like a non-thing. I believe it went faster. I had no allergic reaction this time. The nurse was a lot more confident, I think, and a lot more knowledgeable about this particular treatment that I was getting. So it was really nice. It made sure, it ensured that everything was smooth and great, and it just was smooth sailing from there. The reason why, I don't know. So yeah, good on that front. I was actually really hoping for my treatment. I haven't updated you guys on my MS health, but about a month ago I experienced some new symptoms. I was experiencing some tingling and numbness on the opposite foot than what I did last time. I was getting a tremor, which is basically like a shake of my hand. Like, this is me demonstrating. Like, it would kind of go like this. This is obviously not, I'm making myself do that, but I would involuntarily do that for about a week. And then I had one episode when I was laying down relaxing because I was super tired that day. And I felt my right shoulder just start convulsing, like shaking, just, it's like, I can't even demonstrate it to you since I'm holding this, but it was kind of alarming. And I called Jay over because he was in another room. He saw it and he was just like, well, stop doing that. And I couldn't stop. Like, that's the frustrating thing with MS. A lot of these things almost seem like nothing, but they're not. They're not. At least my symptoms are not painful. They don't hurt. They're just uncomfortable and bizarre. So I just think, well, why make a big deal of it if I'm not in pain? And it makes me think that I'm making something out of nothing. But I'm so glad that I did report to my doctor. They said any new symptoms to tell them, and they're really good about it. I'm so thankful that I have them. They're so prompt with their responses. I was emailing back and forth. Luckily, I didn't need to go to the hospital, but I did book an appointment. And during this appointment, it was kind of discussed that it might have been a small relapse. And the shoulder thing might have been a type of seizure that typically is mild, and as long as it's not interrupting my life, it doesn't need treatment since it's already hard to treat with meds. And I'm all for, if it's a one-off instance and it's not impacting, I'm totally fine with skipping out on medication because medication, I have a lot of it in my life already, and I'm not looking to add any more unless it's absolutely necessary. And just medicine is just so scary. It's foreign chemicals in your body. I'm so afraid of my poor liver. Thankfully, this treatment is hardcore. This is chemo. This is meant for a type of cancer. And my body is already having to deal with that. I wouldn't want to add any more like hardcore medications unless it is absolutely unnecessary. Like I can't function. So I was scheduled to have an MRI before my treatment just to know for sure like if there was more lesion activities and have more answers done, but apparently my body decided that I needed to get a cold. I was like dreading an MRI. I knew that was going to happen the moment I stepped into the doctor's office. I knew it was going to happen. So I think I was dreading it so much, I might have willed myself into getting another illness. Just a common cold, but it was enough where I was coughing and sneezing, and you can't do that in an MRI. Like, you need to sit still, and I was just like, I'm still a little bit coughy. So I rescheduled that, but I booked an opening came for the treatment, so I jumped on that even sooner. I'm so thankful that I got on that because I don't want this to spiral into a full-blown big relapse. That was not fun, and I want to avoid that at all costs, no matter what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm also gonna go see an allergy specialist because my sinuses just are really, really annoying. I am on 3 different allergy medications, and despite this, I am still getting horrible allergies, which inevitably leads to sinus infection, and it's just this never-ending cycle of just congestion and pain and just discomfort, and that exacerbates my MS. I'm sure that could have been one of the contributing factors to this little mini relapse. So if anything, MS has made me more accountable for my overall health, so that's a good thing. So I'm going to go get that taken care of, hopefully. And yeah, get my MRI, and I will update you guys, or update myself, since this is mostly for me, not gonna lie, about how it's going. So yeah. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, leave them down below, and I will get back to them as soon as possible.